Y'all, when I tell y'all, I just made a full 20-minute video about this subject. This is why I do not like doing YouTube, but I'm gonna just cut it short. So initially, what my video was about was just really being honest with ourselves, especially in the black community. So if you were really wanting to know the truth about your partner, could you be able to handle it? And I'll just say this, as a black woman, we ask for the truth a lot. But we are so irrational, and because we are so emotional, and sometimes our neurotransmitters and our chromosomes, it just don't click right. We be asking for something that we're not ready for. And so if you really knew the truth about your partner, could you be able to handle it? And it also goes hand in hand with unconditional love and love on conditions. Now, by all means, because a lot of y'all are going to comprehend something other than what I said, and I'm going to talk about projection and comprehension on another video, but I'm saying this to say this. Now, if it goes against your moral code, your beliefs, your, you know what I'm saying, anything that you stand for, by all means, boo, you can bow grace. I'm never telling anybody to stay where they ain't wanted or anything that goes against their standard. But however, everybody is different. So use this and apply it to your own understanding in your own life. But however, could you really be able to handle the truth about your partner, especially if you have a partner that's just everything that you could ask for in a person? They meet all of your needs, you know, you flourishing, y'all making it, anything that is positive in your life. And it's the one thing that it could possibly make you look at them different. It could possibly, you know, create a different dynamic. But I think it gets to a point where, and this is why I promote therapy so much, because I feel like you're not going to find one human on this earth that is perfect. If you do, please bring them to me and show me, because I really want to know. But we all come from different walks of life, different backgrounds, different traumas, and have different type of testimonies. But if your partner who trusts you, you know, who damn near will probably put their life in your hands, if they really told you the truth about them, for one, you have to be in a place emotionally and mentally and spiritually to a point where you can really help your partner conquer their demons or conquer whatever spiritual attack or spiritual warfare that they're going through, especially as women, because we are a portal of heaven or hell. And that's honestly, now I ain't been the person that just was always picky about who I laid down with, because baby, if I knew what I knew, I wouldn't lay down with certain people. But however, when you know better, you do better. But I'm saying this to say this: you have a lot of people to where, especially us women, especially us black women, because we have a power that we hold so much, but we don't know how to tap into that. And I feel like you create a heaven or hell for your partner. So if you are not spiritually in tune and inclined to elevate your partner and to get them to a point where you are spiritually, then I feel like honestly you wouldn't be ready for whatever it is that come your way. And I feel like when you are a woman who is attuned in spiritually, you can handle anything. Now, speaking for myself, I could definitely sit down with a serial killer, because I'm the person where I want to know the why. I love backstories. I love a good testimony. I love a good transparency moment. I love people that come from all walks of life, because I used to want to be a psychologist, because I really be want to know where people come from. Like, I really be want to know why. And I'm the type of person where I don't want to hear about problems unless I got a solution for it. I ain't one of them type of women that want to sit up and complain and talk about something every other day and I don't have a solution for it. So when people come into my life and they come to me with some type of problem, I love the fact that I'm so spiritually in tune with myself that if I don't have a way, I'm gonna make a way, I'm gonna find a way. Whether it's through mental help or prayer, you know, whatever the case may be. And I feel like with women, we have to be real with ourselves first before we can be real with others. And also what I mean by that is you also have to have a transparency moment with yourself, to where it's like you have faced your demons enough to where you can sit beside them and you could be like, okay, I done faced this. So if I done got through my own little shit show, then I know for sure I could be able to help somebody else who didn't have the help that I did, or who wasn't mentally strong enough to go seek therapy, or who wasn't vulnerable enough to let somebody know, hey, I need help. I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know why I did this, then the third, but I need help, and I need somebody to help me. And the biggest thing that I can say that in my life was I had it hard with accountability. And I feel like especially in our society, and I ain't even gonna say society because it's people all around, but however, anytime I talk about us. In our society, we hate accountability because it's so comfortable to be a victim to our circumstances. When you got so much power to overcome whatever it is that you know what I'm saying, you've been through. And I feel like once we get out of that victim mentality where the world owes us and I've been through this, so I feel like the world owes me. Don't nobody owe you Nathaniel. Sometimes your test was your testimony to get you where you need to be in this very moment. Like a lot of times, famous celebrities and football players and athletes, they went through a lot because if they didn't have the strength that they have now, they wouldn't have made it to be that famous NFL player or that famous authoritarian or philanthropist or motivational speaker, somebody, because I feel like people who have experienced their own experience can help somebody else with a similar experience or have the type of spiritual maturity to help that other person go through, especially in a relationship. We sit up here and talk about we want other people to love us unconditionally, especially us women. I'm just gonna be real. A lot of us are not honest with ourselves. We ask for love, for somebody to love us unconditionally. Yeah, I got 6 kids, but I want somebody to love me unconditionally despite what I've been through. Yeah, I used to be a prostitute, but I need somebody to love me unconditionally. Yeah, I did this, then the third in my past life, but I want somebody to love me unconditionally. But when the tables are turned, it's everything has a condition to your love. And I don't kind of understand it. Now again, I will say you are entitled to move on if that person does not serve you, and you are entitled to move on if a person who acknowledges their transgressions does not make an effort to want to do better. You have, baby, please walk away. But when your partner is telling you like, baby, I need help, like this is what I'm going through, this is what I did, and I need you, because we sit up here and we talk about so many men that has mama issues, and we talk about men who aren't financially set, and again, if a man ain't willing and he ain't trying, baby, walk away, because there are some that really want the help. But if you do have a man that can openly and admittedly say, I'm a little fucked up, and everybody that I have asked for help has turned their back on me, I feel like that's what unconditional love is. Because there's no perfect person, there is no perfect partner. There is going to be something, especially, baby, one thing that said, if you want to tell God your plans, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. And we always sit up here and we have this imagination of what our perfect relationship is and what our marriage will look like. But when we get that one person, and it's, you hear certain things about what they went through and what they did and their background, this and that, the third. It's like, God really played a trick on me. But did he play a trick on you, or did he really test your spiritual faith? Did he really test your spiritual wisdom? Did he really test all the things that you went through in order to get to where you are now? And so I'm one of them people where I like I said, I used to want to be a psychologist because I always want to get in the mind of any and everybody. Hell, I sit up and talk to a damn T-Rex if they could talk, because I really want to know why you so mean. But anyway, I'm just one of the type of people, I want to know everybody's background. Nothing to me can scare me, because the things that I see and the things that I witnessed and the things that I've been exposed to, nothing in this world can throw me off or shock me, baby. Nothing. I'm so numb to a lot of things that go on there. Like, when I say the things that I went through, I feel like it made me built to be able to handle certain things that come my way. So when you get somebody and I feel like they allow themselves to be vulnerable and tell you certain things. That's why I always tell people, when I come into your life, please be real and transparent about anything that you deal with, because whether or not you voluntarily tell me, God is going to always show me. I'm a mirror to people. So even if you try to fake it, the energy is going to always reveal itself. So that's why I always feel like it was nothing that people could not tell me that I wouldn't be I wouldn't be understanding about. So I really feel like as women, we have to really ask ourselves, if you want the truth from your partner, you have to be ready to handle anything that come with it. And if you're not, you have to be honest with yourself and be like, hey, this ain't what I thought it was going to be. So I think we have to stop thinking that real true love is going to be some type of fantasy that we saw in the movies or in the pictures, or things that we read in Disney movies, because it's not. Sometimes the most wrecked person can be the most beautiful outcome. You know, hey, look at Cinderella. She was a maid. Her mother died. She was stepdad. She was cleaning everybody's dirty drawers, and she ended up being the belle of the ball. So I think sometimes you got to look at people's mess as a message, especially in a partnership, because like I said, as black women, we got so much power that we not really using to our advantage. But you also have to know who to give your power to. So, you know, like I said, when it comes to things like that, be honest with yourself before you can be honest with other people. I hate to have to cut this short because I got so much to say. So it might be 2 parts to this, y'all. But again, if you have any questions, you know, like I said, it's possibly going to be a part 2. Please like and subscribe. Y'all can also follow me on TikTok at Mother Emerald or Emerald GTV. Like I said, I'm always available now. When that part 2 will come about, that I don't know. But again, we will get back to it. But I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. Please subscribe, because I am definitely going to be consistent. And again, I'll see y'all on the next video.